hard because anytime I'm out in the community, people are like, well, what's a DSP? Like, nobody ever knows what that is. I know what a CNA is, you know, but we sort of do that kind of CNA work, but you're a CNA plus. Like, you're a CNA plus a social worker. You're a CNA plus a teacher, plus a driver, you know, it's plus a cook. It's, it's a lot of hands-on stuff, so.
Well, I clock in, I read the logbook, I look at the menu, figure out what we're gonna eat for supper, work on some laundry, doing checks, see if we need gas, etc., etc. Get in the van, go to the two areas to pick up the gentleman in the van, and get home, help with showers, help with lunch packing, get the guys involved in making dinner, doing their chores, doing their goals. It's a lot of fun.
When you come to ADEC, I guess it just depends on where you work and who you work with. And I work for supported living, so it's a little bit different than somebody who's gonna work in the group homes. I handle a lot of meds. I do doctor's appointments, so I speak to a lot of nurses, a lot of doctors. I work with families, but not all of our clients have the same medical needs or the same ties with the community. I have clients who go to work, I have clients who are retired, you know, so you're going to come into this job and have your own unique experience.
In the group home, I would go in at 6 o'clock in the morning. We would help them get dressed. Some of them got showered, breakfast, and get them out the door by 7:30 to go to their day programs. And that was mornings were very structured. You had to keep moving because we had a time crunch. Then in the afternoon shift, you would do transport in the afternoon. Then it's time for a little bit of leisure time right after they get home. And then we do dinner, and we like to encourage them to be a part of the dinner prep. And then there's always showers in the evening. There's a lot of goals that need to be run in the evening. And then it's bedtime.
It's more than just a job. You go to work and you know you have a purpose. I look forward to going to work. You know, I mean, I wasn't really sure what it was about when I first started. I didn't know if I was going to like it. I mean, nobody really knows until you actually try it out. But once I got it, the people that you work with are awesome. You have amazing coworkers, and your clients they're unique in their own way. You get to know them on a personal level. Like, you get to know their interests and what they want in life, and you get to assist them in those goals and stuff, so yeah.
You just learn to love the ones you work with, and they reciprocate that in such an unconditional way. You know, even if I have a bad day, they're going to love me regardless. And in turn, we need to allow them to have bad days too, and still love them. But those relationships will always be very special.
It's just part of family, and it's when you go out in public and people are like, wow, you work at ADEC, that's a great organization. It feels really great to work for an organization that's been around for so long, that's touched so many people's life, that is a huge influence here in Elkhart County and now St. Joe County. It feels great to help people, and you get paid to help people. And I know I've said that before, but it's the truth. No one's ever gonna say, hey, wow, you're a bad person. No, they're gonna say, you're patient, you're compassionate, you're caring, you're loving, and there's nothing wrong with that. And we need more of that in the world.
Some of the behaviors that we've had to deal with, because there's aggression and there's things like that. However, we're trained on how to work with the clients that have aggression. But that's probably one of the hardest things.
Behaviors can be very emotionally taxing. And if you need a break, it's definitely a good idea just to take a deep breath, count to 10, you know, that kind of thing if you feel overwhelmed. And if you feel overwhelmed with a behavior, you can call the behaviorist, you can call, your CC or your supervisor, whoever it is. It's because you're not going to be the only person dealing with it, guaranteed.
Always, with the personal care, it is a very private thing, but just always think of them as a person and treat them with a lot of respect. Talk to them while you're doing it, because it's probably just as uncomfortable for them as it is for you. And so talk to them, make it a very comfortable thing that's happening. Respect is huge. Always respect them when you're doing any kind of personal care.
When you work here, you're helping the folks in which we serve because they need our help. Maybe they need help washing themselves, but you know what? It is what it is. It needs to be done, and everybody deserves to be clean and smell nice, and you have to do it. It's part of life, and that's part of the deal.
Anybody who comes into this job has to realize that we're a nonprofit, and nobody works for a nonprofit looking to get rich. But it definitely pays, what's the word? It's definitely competitive to the other agencies in the area. So if you like what you do, you want to come work here, because it's not only do you have a great support team that you work with, but also you're going to make more than $9 an hour. And I mean, we get raises now, which is awesome. And you also get pretty good benefits, I think. Going to work and being able to grow as a person yourself because of what you do is really unique, and I don't think everybody has that opportunity.